Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to take you on a little tour of the studio and show some plans that we have for expansion. I got Kim mounting the camera today. She says hi, and we're going to take you downstairs. But first, a little background information. When we first started the channel, we just started it in a third bedroom that we had. It used to be our daughter's bedroom, but she moved out, so we put in a nice little IKEA desk and some shelves, and that's where we started. Our first several videos were started in there. We figured out pretty quick that that was not a long-term solution, though. And luckily, in our house, we have a full basement that is just used for storage, and it's only half kind of finished, and the part that was finished wasn't finished very well. So we have been doing a lot of work down there. That's where we set up the studio, so we're going to show you the studio today. Maybe you can get some ideas from it for yourself, and maybe you can leave some ideas for us in the comments below, which would be awesome also. And then we'll show you where we're expanding into so that Kirk Kim Brick Build's World Empire. So we will show you Kirk Kim World Empire headquarters. So follow me downstairs. Let's go check it out. Come with me. Now, remember, excuse the mess. This is a real house where real people live, okay? Here's some of our sets, not organized, don't know what else to do with them. Some of them are like our winter wonderland. We pull those out into the main room during Christmas time. And of course, we have some of our haunted stuff for Halloween. Up here, we have some of our first Fun Hole, now Lumabrick sets. Let's check out the studio real quick. So you are getting some behind the scenes action. This is where all the magic takes place. It's going to be messy. It's okay. When you build as much as we do, things get a little bit messy. So you're going to see some stuff that you wouldn't normally see when you're watching us. So follow me. So here it is. Now, a little background information. Originally, there was a ceiling in here, a drop ceiling that came down to, gosh, about here. So barely just a couple inches above my head. So we pulled out all that drop ceiling. I tidied up all of the electric, put in the lighting and everything like that, painted it black. I had seen that several years ago and I loved the black painted ceiling, just that kind of like industrial look. So we went for that in here. Absolutely love it. It makes the room seem a lot bigger, mainly because the ceiling is just so much higher now that we took out that drop ceiling. So I installed the lighting. Our shelves are custom made by me. When you're thinking about shelving and your sets, the one thing you have to, of course, keep in mind is height. So we measured out some of our taller sets and then tried to make enough room for that. So that's the toughest thing, is figuring out, okay, what am I gonna build in the future, and I need to be able to make it fit. So if you look at our shelving, I mean, we got it pretty right, and it could be taller in some areas or shorter in some areas, but so far it's looking pretty good, and we're pretty happy with it. So here's our workspace. So as I said, upstairs, we used to just work on this little IKEA table. So our my in-laws, my brother and sister-in-law, found these awesome butcher block countertops, basically. Got the legs off of course, Amazon. And for not a whole lot of money, we were able to make these really nice, it's now 4x8 workspace, nice heavy duty, doesn't move around. So the tables have proven to be really, really good. Plenty of room for us to spread out. do the builds, put it off to the side, do something else if we have to. So we're quite happy with the tables. Off to the side, and something you don't ever see on camera, is this other bookshelf that I made, where right now, obviously, we're displaying sets. We also keep box sets here, stuff to work on in the future. So I'm really happy with how the shelves turned out. Basically, it's Home Depot wood, about 11 inches deep, which seems to be deep enough for most things. I can't find anything deeper than that, but it's working out really well. I used a white stain polyurethane, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. Protects it, and I think looks pretty good. Definitely something you never see is what's in front of us, which right now is just storage for sets that we still have to build. Eventually, this wall will have more custom shelving and storage, and also a nice electronic fireplace for that ambiance when it's wintertime and it's chilly out and you want to be in the basement building. So that's the plan for this area. Oh, I forgot one thing. Come back over here. We also, from Michael's, got these nice little storage drawers where we are now starting to organize all of our pieces as we move forward. We have a lot of room for expansion. Got an entire big set of drawers over here that doesn't even have anything in them yet. So we will be expanding into that for our future endeavors. So that's the studio we're in right now. Where I am right now is our expansion. So you can see that I've already pulled out the drop ceiling from here as well. I already installed these new row of lights. There used to just be, hanging from right here, one single light bulb. So I pulled out that, ran some wiring, installed the lights. Very happy with the amount of lighting that we have right now. Also, of course, the plan is to paint the ceiling in here black. I've already tidied up all the wiring, made everything look nice to get ready for paint, which I just went today this morning and bought. So hopefully I'll be spraying the ceiling black today, as a matter of fact. Along the sides here, same plan for in the studio. Going to be all shelving over here, all shelving across that wall. And it will basically stop when you get to the doors that go outside. Why? Because we still need just general storage for everyday household stuff, you know, the Christmas tree and all the other stuff that people just tend to collect over time. But that is the plan. Ultimately, where I'm standing right here, I will make a huge, huge table so that we can work on some long-term projects. We don't have a dedicated city like a lot of folks do, but that is something that we are striving for, working for. So it's going to be a lot of fun in the future to bring you some videos of how our main city or whatever we're going to do here progresses. Basically, we got to figure out what to do with some of these modulars. I mean, it's nice to look at them and display them, but it'd be really fun to put them into a city like so many YouTubers do. And I am in awe when I see some of the channels that I watch and of the beautiful cities that they create. And I want to be that guy. Kim wants to be that gal that makes something really cool in city. You're going to see it from its origin, which would be really kind of exciting to do. Now, you probably don't know this, or maybe you figured it out by now, but I am only about 30% of this channel. Kim does 70% of the work. Not only does she build, she edits, she's social media. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. But so this is her workstation right here. We have an old TV that we had, got a cool stand for it, and this is her monitor when she's editing and doing stuff like that. So she is the bulk of the channel, doing all that stuff behind the scenes. I'm just a builder and the construction guy. I'm in charge of making the studio and all that other kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, this is her workstation, and I sit right over there. And right now, all of her stuff is on my side. What?
Because she's building.
Because she's building. Anybody want to? Oh, come down here. Anybody want to take a guess as to what Kim is building right now? Put it in the comments below. What do you think it is? We just got it used. That's why it's in plastic bag. That's the only way we could afford it. Hint, it's been a couple of days and I've gotten a lot done. The ceiling is done being painted black. I got primer on the floor, going to be putting the final coat on tomorrow. I've got our brick wall painted back there to match the other part in the studio with the blue and white kind of distressed look. Very happy with how everything turned out. So stay tuned for some more updates while we expand the studio, bring you some cool stuff for the future. Think about hitting that subscribe. Think about hitting that like. We sure appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye.